Okay, everyone. I don't really know why I'm making this video. I just sort of felt like making a fun commentary. I need to turn my sound down. I kind of want to talk about my crystal experience today, since this is basically my crystal channel. The reason I have a separate channel for crystal is mostly because it's not very popular, and my main channel is for more wide stream content. But yeah, let's talk about crystal. So my start of 1.18 was about 2.5 years ago or so. It was the first thing I ever played. It was the first thing I ever uploaded. It was fun, and I played a lot of survival. But on top of that, I always loved PvP. And I never was a huge fan of 1.18 PvP. I was 1.16 at the time. Oh, you need to die. Okay. I was never a huge fan of the combat system after 1.8, but I never really played 1.8, so I sort of just stuck with it until I eventually quit and played 1.8. And that's what I uploaded on my other channel before I quit that channel. In that time, I played a bit of 1.16. I mostly played Axe, but eventually I found Crystal, and I absolutely hated it. This is most people's experience that I've heard of. I just hated it. I hated Crystal. Like, why do you, like, place these weird crystal things on top of obsidian? It makes no sense. It's not fun. It's boring. It has a huge skill gap, and there's plenty of reasons to not like Crystal. And I had all of those. So I sort of just claimed that it was terrible, and I never played it again. Until I started not playing 1.8 as much, and I started playing it. It was pretty fun. Like, I won every few games. I started to get better, which really, really helped. Crystal is one of those games where it really isn't fun unless you win sometimes, which I guess is sort of just every game, but whatever. I started to get better, and I started to play with the better players that I had played with before, and I started beating them, and it was, like, really satisfying to finally be good at something that I was so bad at. And then I sort of stopped. I stopped playing. It got less interesting. I started playing 1.8 a bit more, and I sort of just forgot about it until I actually quit 1.8. After then, I decided to start playing Axe PvP, but then it was just really not fun at all. Like, Axe is really boring. It's simple. Oh, I actually killed him. I wanted something more fun. I tried playing Sword. It wasn't that fun. It was pretty simple. And then I remembered that Crystal exists. I got much worse at it in that time that I hadn't played it, but it was still really fun. I won every few games, and there were still good players, and it wasn't always fun. I raged a lot, but overall, it was an addictive experience. Not in a bad way. Don't do drugs, kids. So I actually started to play a lot more, and I started to train a bit. I was planning on doing this video where I would play for a week and try to get as good as possible, like one of those generic videos. But then I sort of, like, hated my life and didn't do it because it was really boring and it was taking up, like, all of my days. So I quit at 5 days. I know, I was almost done, but whatever. I quit at 5 days. I was planning on uploading it onto this channel, but then I just never got to it, and I deleted the recordings. It wasn't all that great of a video. But in that time that I had practiced, I got so much better. And I actually started to really enjoy the game. Even though I didn't enjoy practicing because it was, like, really boring, I still really enjoyed the game. And I'd recently found that this server existed. It was a bit different, like, a few months ago, but it still had the base idea of Crystal FFA, and Crystal FFA was really fun, and I really enjoyed it. It had some rage segments, yeah, I got pretty mad sometimes, but that just happens in competitive game modes, and there are always annoying players that anchor spam. But overall, it was a very positive experience. And since it was positive, I decided to keep trying to get better. And I did. I got much better. I got like a 50 kill streak at one point. And I had one huge weakness, and that was hole fighting. Hole fighting is when you use these anchors to blow up the ground beneath you, which doesn't happen in FFA, which is why I play it, because I don't like hole PvP. But I needed to get better at it. And I have a friend named Doly. They practice with me constantly. They were actually really good at hole PvP, and it was really fun. I never got amazing at it. I'm still not very good, but I got much better. I think the moral of this video is, if you don't like something, at least give it a full shot before you declare that you don't like it. I really didn't like Crystal PvP, and now I love it. It's really fun, and I'm doing commentaries on it, and I'm actually going to be trying to upload at least once a week on this channel with new commentaries or montages, so make sure to subscribe for that. And that's all the Crystal PvP I can do for today. Goodbye.